Hi, welcome to Marri Laxman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management. I am PV Murthy, Associate Professor in CST Department. Today we'll take a topic on abstract classes in the Java. Now we'll go through this why we require abstract classes, what it is, in what way we are going to use in implementation of the Java applications. Basically, the abstract class is a special type of class declared using the abstract keyword. Why we are using this is the most important character is that it cannot be instantiated. That means you cannot create any objects directly from the abstract class. Still, why we are using the abstract classes? One of the most frequently using classes in the implementation of the Java-based applications. Abstract classes serves two critical purposes in the Java program. Okay, even though we can't create instantaneous any objects directly from it, but it is used for two critical purposes. One is it provides common base class for related objects. What it means is we may have many number of objects of similar nature, but each and every object is having its own speciality. But there are some common features. That commonality can be implemented through abstract classes. But that specialization features need to be implemented in the child class only. The common thing only in our incomplete behavior will be created in the abstract class. Later, that incomplete behavior has to be implemented in the child class. That means the child class must complete what are the process initiated by the abstract class or the behavior which is not fully defined or completely defined in the abstract class. That means it identifies what basic requirements to be filled by the child classes which are inherited from it. That child class has to include all its requirements or complete all the required behavior. That means the abstract class is providing the only the common platform or commonality or number of common methods or data types which are required in all child classes. So what is the basic structure of this abstract class is? The abstract class is declared with the abstract keyword before any class definition. If the abstract keyword is used in the declaration of or definition of any class, it becomes abstract class and it cannot be instantiated directly, but it has to be completed its child classes. So what can we can gain from it? Abstract or what it can contain. The abstract class can contain abstract methods or even non-abstract methods, variables or constructors. So what it can contain, this abstract class, even though it is not instantiated directly, not it contains the full code or full methods or definition of the methods. It can contain abstract, even non-abstract methods also. Non-abstract methods means it contains full definition of methods. The method contains full definition. So it can contain methods which are fully defined, which are not fully defined. Not fully defined means that method definition has to be completed by its child classes. So it can contain fully defined methods. We can call it as a non-abstract methods, or partially defined methods, which are called as abstract methods, then variables, then constructors. So, but in the abstract classes, it is having the flexibility. It may have zero or more number of abstract methods. It need not be contain any abstract methods. It may contain zero or more number of methods, but whatever the child class is defining from it, it can add other uh, abstract methods or non-abstract methods based on the requirement. So the flexibility provided in the abstract classes is it can have zero or more abstract methods, no minimum required. Okay, based on the requirements we are providing, even not only these methods, we can declare the variables also, maybe the abstract or constructors also, we can declare the abstract constructors. Later it can be redefined or complete the definitions in the child classes. So abstract classes is created using the abstract keyword before the class definitions, okay, or declarations. It can contain any number of instance variables. It can contain concrete methods. The concrete methods means fully defined methods, okay. Unlike in the abstract methods, it contains all the required code. Then abstract methods, that means partial code it is containing. This particular are no body at all in the abstract methods. That body has to be defined or declared in the child classes. Then it can contains required number of constructors, right? So this abstract class syntax, what we are identifying, as we declared in the previously, the abstract class may have zero or more number of abstract methods. It can have any number of abstract methods. It may not have also. It is not complete compulsory to include any abstract methods when you declared a class as abstract class. Only thing is, when we declared a class as abstract class, it can't directly instantiate it. It can be instantiated through its child classes only. So the key characteristics are the abstract classes can contain both abstract and non-abstract methods, may have constructors for initializations, and can include instance variables and constants also, does not require any abstract methods to be valid. So if you are declared a class as abstract class, we are not instantiating it directly. Instead, the objects can be created only through its child classes. That is one of the main feature. That means whatever you want to include or whatever you want to carry as it is, it will be decided through its child classes, not directly by this class. Okay, so like this abstract class, the methods also can be declared inside as abstract methods. What is the meaning of this abstract method? Once you declare the abstract method as the abstract method, the method must be implemented in its child class. Okay, so when you are declaring a method as abstract method, this abstract method is not containing any body. Okay, simply it contains only declaration. It has no implementation. Okay, so declaring using the abstract keyword and ends with the semicolon is the characteristics of an abstract method. The purpose of this abstract method declarations in an abstract class is abstract method defines what must be done. Okay, it contains only what must be done. So that means if you want to create any area like something else, the class must implement how to do that particular thing. Okay, Here we are identifying only what must be done only in the abstract method definition. That means we identified we want this feature in its child classes. How to do it will be eh, implemented in the child class or defined in the child classes only as per each and every individual child. It's as per its requirements. Okay, so child classes are required to provide the actual implementation. N number of child classes can be created from a base class. So each and every child class may have its own properties. Based on its own properties, the implementation will be taken care, not from the parent class. When you declare a parent class as abstract class and it contains abstract methods, it will be taken care by its child classes. Only objects are available only for the child class, not for this parent class. So the syntax of this any method when you want to declare an abstract is an abstract keyword in front of the method signature. So notice there are no curly braces also here. That means there is no body. Only we are showing only the name of the method and its return type, and we are indicating this method is abstract method, means it is going to be implemented in the child classes. Okay, right. So it contains only method signature followed by a semicolon. No body contains here. The body will be specified in the child class which are created from this base class. So, for example, we are taking in a class created as the shape. Okay, the shape class is declared an abstract. It is containing one abstract method calling as a draw, which are declared as an abstract. So this draw method must be implemented in the subsequent child classes which are created from this abstract class. And also this contains a describe method which contains a definition also. That means this is a abstract method, this is concrete method, non-abstract method. Concrete methods contains full body, whereas abstract methods contains only signature, declaration, no definitions, right? So what is the process is when you any concrete classes extend this abstract class. Concrete class means the class contains all its requirements, all its methods, all its data, and fully defined. So whenever a concrete class extends an abstract class, it must provide implementations for all these abstract methods. What it mean? We can declare a class as concrete class when it contains all its requirements. It doesn't contain any abstract classes or incomplete methods. Okay, it contains fully defined methods only. Then we can if it contains everything, then we can declare it as a concrete class or concrete methods, right? This is how abstract classes enforces contract with the child classes. What it mean? This abstract classes enforcing or forcing that the child classes to provide all its own implementation requirements to be fulfilled. Right. This implementing the abstract class once again. For example, if you are created an abstract class shape, it contains a draw method, an abstract draw method, which is supposed to be implemented whatever the child classes created from this class. Okay, using the keyword extends. So we created a base, a child class called as circle from this shape. Okay, this circle contains this previous abstract method which are taken from the abstract class shape, and it provides its required functionality, or definition details or implementation details. So this circle class, as it is created from the shape, must provide definition for this abstract method. Then only we can declare this class circle as a concrete class, and it can create objects from it, or we can instantiate objects from this class. Okay, right. Similarly, we can create one more child called as rectangle, extending from the same shape, including the same abstract method, but now it is providing its own implementation as drawing rectangle. Previous one, it included as drawing circle. That means both these childs which are created from the abstract class shape are differentiated or deviated from its own implementations. Okay, so it provides what it the gain from this abstract class. It provides what method supposed to be included in minimum from the child classes which are created from it. So the child class contains the methods to be implemented, to be provided, the details to be provided from the abstract base class. Then it is including its own implementation details. Now we'll see what happens. Right? Till now we identified what is the meaning of abstract class, what it contains, whether it contains abstract methods or concrete methods. What happens if it contains a concrete method? What happens if it includes the abstract method? But what happens if when you are creating a child from the abstract class, but it is not implemented the abstract method? That is more important. Okay, so what it mean? If a child class does not implement the abstract method, the child class must implement the abstract methods from the abstract class. It must, otherwise what happens? The child class also must be declared as an abstract. If the child class unable to provide definitions from its parent abstract class, the child class also must be declared as an abstract. That means at the next level, whatever the child class is created from this child class must provide this implementation. Then that child only must be instantiated, or objects can be created from it only. What it mean? If the child class unable to provide any definitions or implementations, the child class also going to be an abstract class, or the child class also must be declared as abstract. Not only parent class as declared as an abstract, but the child class also must be declared as an abstract. Then the subsequent child classes may be created as concrete classes and provides all the required implementation. Otherwise, the child class also must be declared as abstract. What happens if the child class is not declared as abstract and its method are it doesn't provide implementation for the abstract methods? Then compiler will generate an error. Then the compiler will generate an error. Either the child class has to provide all implementation requirements for the abstract methods, or the child class must be declared as too abstract. Then only we can go forward. Then the subsequent child classes which are derived from this child class can include the implementations or the required definitions. Then we can go with the objects can be created or instantiated from the child class. Otherwise, the child class must also be declared an abstract. If it is not included the implementation details, if it is the child class is not declared an abstract class, then definitely the compiler is going to generate an error. So what it means? So abstract class shape, that means the class is declared the abstract class, it is containing the abstract method. If any child class which are derived from the shape, say for example circle, if this circle class is also unable to provide any implementation details for the draw abstract draw method, then this class also must be declared as abstract. Okay, then the subsequent classes must include the implementations, right? Okay, so this is the small information related to the abstract classes. Thank you.